What is up, my dogs? It's your boy Mike Mason here for another fireside chat. Man, they're all pretty damn special. But tonight features one
What
of
is up,
my
Doug?
absolute favorite artists.
Mason
Um,
here for
yeah,
another fireside
my
chat.
co-host is gonna mute his
Man,
his
they're
uh,
all
stream
they're all
there.
pretty damn special. But tonight features one of my absolute favorite artists.
Kai, can you got that? Okay. All right. Sorry, man. My dog. We have a very special co host. It's his first time, so give him a little break. He didn't have the show muted, so it started doing a little feedback. Let me introduce, man, this dude. I've known him many years. He actually is a huge help, admins the Torch Talk community. And he's one of these people who's like really been behind the scenes helping make this magic happen. So it's dope that he can come to the front. Speaking of coming to the front, it's Big Pearl. What's up, player? Hell yeah. All right, yo, but the man of the hour, Kai Jewel, my dog. Yeah, yeah. I think you're muted now, Kai. You need to unmute yourself and just
Yeah, or
just mute the
Kai.
show.
I am muted, but we've got this weird feedback thing going
Yeah,
on right now.
You're gonna need
Is
to
it?
get headphones as soon as
you're muted
possible.
now,
So
Kai. You need to.
yeah,
Well,
or just turn
yeah,
turn that down.
show.
I am muted, but we've got this weird feedback thing going on right now.
You get headphones. You're muted now, Kai.
Oh man.
Well,
Uh,
we're just turning.
All right, so while Kai gets some headphones, sorry about that, dogs. We tested everything, but man, the feedback wasn't an issue when we tested before. But yo, my dog Kai, in addition to being a glass artist and again huge help with stuff in terms of the community, he's also an incredible tie-dye artist. Some of you guys have seen his torch dye shirts. He's one of the sponsors, so you can actually see it in like the corner pop-up. Just super cool cat. I'm gonna let him sort out his headphone situation there, and hopefully he'll join us. Yeah, here we go. I think he might be ready.
okay.
My man,
Is this getting
are you
better
able to
now?
like unmute now so we can? No. Shit.
I'm so sorry.
All right, you're gonna need to unmute yourself now.
I'm not on mute. I don't do
Oh,
computers.
wait, hold
I
on.
literally don't.
There we go. All right. Sorry. That was my fault this time. Actually, I muted it to cut the feedback. Kai, what's up, Playboy? We got you now, man. Say what's up. No.
There's this horrible feedback, but I'm happy to be here. I'm just gonna sit here and listen.
It sounds good now, man. Actually, you're totally fine now that you've got headphones.
All right, cool.
Yeah. We're in the zone. I'm sorry about that, dogs. It's my man's first day, so cut him a break. But yeah, no, I'm really glad that he's here with us. Anyways, yo, tonight we have a demo from an amazing artist, Zii, Kim Thomas. And she is a true artist. Has an incredibly unique style that shows in everything she does, be it her take on a vagina or her take on like a chair. Her recent work is really interesting individual sculptures of chairs and things of that nature. Like all of it just speaks to a really distinct and incredible aesthetic. Like I said, everything she touches. This is somebody who has the scientific training and the design. Graduated from the Rhode Island School of Design, an absolutely incredible program. One of those colleges I wanted to go to, but I didn't make the cut or whatever. No, I never applied, but we went to Florida State because I heard it was the #1 party school in the country, and I was like, all right, I'm sold. That's it. So, anyways, you guys, there were just a couple of things I wanted to chat about before we got this party started. First of all, there's going to be a party that we can have together here in a couple of days, or a few days, I guess, on the 22nd, because everybody's favorite show. I know y'all loved it. No, but for real, Blown Away season 2 is dropping on the 22nd. And some of you guys might remember that we did a party for this together where we watched the entire thing with a live chat room, very much like y'all are doing tonight. So that was a lot of fun when the first season happened, and we're going to do the same thing. If you weren't with us last time, and even if you were, I want to give you an update. We're going to be using this. It used to be called Netflix Party. and now it's called Teleparty. It's like a browser extension that I'll share a link in the Torch Talk group as we get started, and hopefully it'll stay in sync. Last time we had to relink a couple, whatever, but it worked pretty fucking well and allowed us to watch the whole series together and have a laugh as it all went down. And I thought the show was pretty, for what it was, I thought it was pretty fucking awesome and really well done. So I'm legitimately looking forward to the second season. If you guys didn't notice, we have like a hometown hero up in this shit. That's Mike Shelbo in the back corner. So if you're not familiar, man, I mean, you guys have been looking at his goblins on your color poster from Glass Alchemy all these years. I've had the pleasure to meet him at a few events now, and always a really good dude, really warm vibe. Super cool cat, man. I really do wish him the best. I'm familiar with a good bunch of these artists. I'm not certain who that guy in the back is. They kind of shafted him, hiding him out behind another guy.
Where is he?
We don't know, man. We don't know. He's a man of mystery. Then there's another guy we can only see his eyes or whatever. So a couple of mysteries.
At least he's tall.
I just didn't want to show the whole trailer and get like a copyright strike from Marble Media or whatever. We're not going to do that. But again, we're going to watch this show together, season 2.
The 22nd.
The 22nd. So just a few days, homies. So you will need to have Netflix, and it'll basically be a link that you click, and with this browser extension loaded, we'll be able to have this party together. There was something fun that we did in the group. I've actually got a Boro batch sample pack that the homies at ABR were kind enough to send over to give away to the person who had the most liked caption on this picture, man. I mean, this fucking idiot stole the fucking podium, which is pretty awesome. I gotta admit, I can't fucking deny that.
Now he gets a sticker.
But, we went ahead and had some fun with it. I'll pull this up, and we're just gonna take a minute to go through these comments, and we'll find the top one, and then they'll get that. And then I've actually got a second one of these joints that we're gonna give away. So samples. But no, seriously, guys, these are fucking hooked up. Tons of cool UV colors, man. This electric coconut in particular over there is one of my favorites. Anyways, so we're just gonna give that away after the demo for those who stick around and enjoy the party with us. So yeah, never above paying off my friends to hang out. So no, but for real, let's yo, what we drinking tonight? Oh yeah, this is some company out of Boulder, Finkel and Garf. Check this shit out. We'll do a live pour, and then we'll go through those things and give that shit away. Starts out all purple, but then the fucking shake starts coming in towards the end.
Fucking fruit beers. That was some of the coolest stuff that I'd ever tried when I was up there in Colorado. That was pretty cool.
Woo! Yeah, all kinds of chunks of fruit and shit. A lot of these fruit beers, man, they're like fucking like 4%. This bad motherfucker is a triple IPA, 10.8%. This is like dangerous, like significantly increasing the odds of getting canceled tonight. But man, I just get nicer when I get drunk, and I don't really have any hate in my heart, so I'm not that type of dude who's gonna get caught out there like that. Thank goodness. Okay, speaking of dudes getting caught out there like that, though, holy shit, this guy, like I said, I can't even hate. It's some badass shit. But as I also said, this dude got a lot cooler when I took that political shit out of the equation. Anyways, he stole the fucking speaker's podium, which again, I can't even hate. That's fucking awesome. But Jesus, dude, poor guys. There's his whole family. Anyways, we got some great comments here that were fucking hilarious. Stop the Steal, Red Max 2020. I thought that was great. I think this might be the winner here by Chase Boro. Says, thanks for letting me join your shop. Promise I won't touch your stuff. And then, of course, as soon as you turn around, man, he's walking off with somebody's shit. Yeah, you guys, and all the best jokes, man, have some real truth behind them.
I mean, it's not like that's not a thing.
Hey, you gotta be careful. You letting your shelf out there, dogs. Just be careful, you know.
Where's that reamer?
Yeah, I mean, especially if you met him in Torch Talk. I don't know, not just playing, but oh man. Yeah, here you go. When you trust the wrong glass blower, you can always trust Robert Pelchat to put it directly. Ultra spiritual collab with Banjo.
Oh
there's
man,
so many
that would be
comments.
too heady.
Laser gold. So far, I still think Chase is in the lead. Oh, Robert done made like his own. What? Uh-oh.
Caught me off guard.
Yeah, sorry, dog. Sorry. Yeah. There we go. Okay, I like it. I like it. Back in my day, trophies fit in the damn shelf. Yeah.
I think I snuck a heater in there somewhere.
GTT life, made in America. I like this a lot too. Some of you guys might remember the Nicholson Thug Life one I just did yesterday or whatever. Might have to show that. I'm not trying to get a copyright strike from Dr. Dre, so that's what it is. Mr. Steal Your Torch. That's good. Hey. Yeah, these are good. This one's good.
But yeah, Gene, there is a giveaway going on with this contest right here that we're peeling the comments of the thread for.
That's right, exactly. The most liked one wins one of these sample packs that I was just sharing. How about this guy? Holy shit. Chief Forever version. Not to get political, but good God, what a fucking cast of fucking dumbasses to be up in your shit. Oh my God. I like this one. On my way to Melt 2021, like. What? What? Hey. What's happening here? Well, whatever. It says, well, I'm all out of K. See y'all next uprising.
Pretty much. And then I took your reamer.
Oh, man. There's a problematic comment there. We're going to have to address that later. Man. Well, I think Chase has probably taken this. Yeah. This is what Shayla looks like after leaving every competition.
Damn.
She does though, man. She wins all these fucking things. Yeah, I mean,
that a cool fucking trophy.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, especially the ones that GTT does for Pipe Classic, the black on black joints, and those are.
Oh man.
Yeah, those are fucking gorgeous, dude. So yeah, I think she just got one of those for winning the qualifier. So then we'll have the opportunity to see her do the damn thing, in the 2021 Pipe Classic. Waving to airport security. I'm from Eugene. It's cool. That's a good one. That's a smart one.
Little Shayla heater.
What's that? Oh, you got one from Shayla over there?
Yeah, actually got it.
Oh, what? Very nice.
Yeah, from a recent visit. Pretty cool. How do I do this camera thing? Whatever. There we go.
Dude, you're in there. Yeah, yeah, no, it is. It's like being a weatherman or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you gotta fucking go.
It's like look over here, but look over here, and then there's a 10-second delay.
Yeah, it takes some time. Well, yeah, you shouldn't have any delay if you watch my camera, but
no, I got it. We're good to go now.
Right. Yeah. Every great podcast or whatever begins with an apology for last week's episodes, is the joke or whatever, right?
And this was the last time we had Kai on Torch Talk.
Yep. First appearance, last appearance. No, man. I really am happy to have you here, brother. It was great to have you when you were out visiting Colorado as well.
Pizza Man.
We got to have a fucking pizza party and everything, dogs. It was like, man, I really felt like 2021 has started right. You know, getting to see some amazing people. I like this because that dude does have just a bit of an Apex Twin look, especially if you're into that shit. That was good. And this was just, you know, some meme somebody made or whatever. But man, you can't go wrong with that shit, dude. Fucking.
Been a wild one. 2020 is already starting off pretty crazy.
Yeah, some good Boss Glass references, man. Yeah.
All right. So who we got? I Rock Z up tonight.
That is who's up tonight, and
This looks amazing.
Comments, just check out our IG in the meantime.
Definitely.
Making
I Rock
Glass
Z
Gallery.
at Instagram. All her work is freaking amazing.
Yeah, and the recent stuff is like seriously adorable.
It's like glass that looks like it's dirty, but intentionally. It's fucking great.
Yeah. A very, very unique aesthetic, and we're gonna see a lot of that tonight. And then just the way she integrates the joint into the sculpture and everything is so fucking cool.
Jesus, how many comments does this thread have?
Like nearly 400, as I recall. But I think people just stopped voting.
People just wanted colors. Y'all should have voted for each other, man. Give each other some running space.
Yeah. I mean, it went quite a long time, so yeah. Thanks to everybody who played along. I think we'll try and do more of these in the future, and I do believe that Chase Boro
had the most.
Yeah,
looked like it.
That comment again. Where was he?
Good luck.
Yeah, it does pay to get in quick with contests like these.
Oh yeah. So what are you giving away again? Like how much weight?
Dude, this thing is like fucking 2 pounds. I forget what it weighs, but it's a significant amount of glass. Yeah, it's like. So again, Chase won this.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, it's a seriously hooked up ass fucking sample pack. So again, ABR sent me a few of those. We gave away
Josh, that's funny.
And then I think we'd given one away on the show. And then like I said, after the demo, I've got one more of these. For somebody who's tuned in, so go ahead and
stay tuned.
Yeah. Kai, I heard you had like a blanket to give away or something. You know?
Yeah, it's a shawl. It's a 5X torch. I'm gonna give that away to one person, so you can give it away to like one of your biggest glass blowing friends.
Yeah.
There's some big cats out there. They need some love too.
You know. Cut that thing into a tapestry, man.
You can frame it, cover a window.
Hell yeah, dude, that's super generous of you, man. I really appreciate you jumping in when you saw that. I was like, wait a minute, you can't just give stuff away, Mike.
Hell no, man.
Yeah, I love it, man. All right, I think that was everything we had to talk about. So yeah, again, guys, don't sleep on that Netflix party. I'll figure out the exact time that we're gonna do it, but it'll probably be like earlier on in the day. I don't want to make everybody like wait all damn day and then have to avoid spoilers and stuff. So it'll probably start at like, I don't know, man, 4 o'clock Mountain Time. I don't fucking. I'll figure it out. So just watch Torch Talk for a post. But that's the heads up that we will be having a Netflix party for Blown Away Season 2, which and if you're not familiar, that's the glass competition reality show style thing. Like Forged in Fire or whatever, but. Yeah, and it should be a lot of fun. Okay, but speaking of shows that are a lot of fun, my show is not just playing, but like Glass Vegas is where we're returning to tonight. Man, Glass Vegas is in again all domestic, no like knockoff Chinese type stuff, no imports of a knockoff nature. I'd say. I mean, there's like tons of cool work from Japan and stuff, but. Y'all know what I mean. These countries that are mass producing our wares. So Glass Vegas is a show where it's none of that. It's just glass, and it's just our glass essentially. In addition to the stage demos that we're going to be seeing, there's like 50 other things going on. There's like the World Series of Glass competition. There's an incredible Millie meetup that's actually put on by one of my sponsors and friends, fucking Isaac, the homie with Dopals Opals. Man, Corning had a little pop-up museum. Hey, my boy Kai in the house. Yeah, man, this thing, I know it's like we take a minute and there's like all these companies, but no joke, these are all my people. This is a family affair. And it means so much that all these people and companies pitch in to help me get to shows like this and share incredible work like this. And here we are. This is the main stage of Glass Vegas. There were actually 4 artists demoing at once this past year. In addition to like conferences and stuff, like Salt did the Getting Your Shit Together with Salt talk, which was completely fascinating, and we were able to film. Yeah, don't sleep on that if you've not seen it. Some of that tax advice, if you had followed it immediately afterwards, like you might have been able to qualify for certain things in these stimulus things. There's all sorts of interesting information there. But to get back to the stage, where Zii was, like I said, one of 4 people demoing at once, and they did multiple blocks of this over the days. Here she's pulling stringers for decorative purposes. So nothing too crazy out the gate, but it all has to start somewhere.
I like that. That's what a CC is supposed to look like.
Right? Yeah. It's rare to see them so new. It's one of the only times I see them looking this new is when they bring them to events like this. The other one is the Glasscraft and Beat Expo, where they outfit all the classrooms with torches, and all of those are shiny as hell. And yeah, you don't ever see one in the wild looking like this.
Dang.
I mean, it's just because they last so damn long. It's rare to see one this new.
Shoot, I think mine's at least 20 years.
At
least.
There is a tremendous variety of technique going on here. I think some of you guys may have seen in the thumbnail. It's like a sculpted head with like a bulging eye, and one of the eyes is hollow, one of them is solid. And in addition, we get to see how she applies frits. And again, I was mentioning the way that she adds this joint into a sculpted element, I think is something that I know a bunch of you are just going to want to put it in the tool chest. Save that one for when you get into that style of work, or if it suits your work right now, whatever it'll be. But I hear she's making one of the solid eye. And it's like a dot stack style eye, essentially. So I think she's going to apply like a dot of this striking color. And then I think she's, had some black ready to go there as well to add the pupil. Looked like she wanted to start clean there. If there's ever weird scuzz or whatever, just take that extra second, clean that shit off. Somebody made a comment on the Christmas special. They were like, "What's with the language?" No, just like address that.
Oops.
Well, we are making pipes here, and I do think I could probably do a little better to temper the language. But at the same token, this show is somewhere between documenting our industry, and a party for our industry, where we have the opportunity to. Man, I don't want to have to bullshit and not talk the way we talk when we're in a shop. So, to answer that commenter's question, that's what it is, man. We talk like we talk in the shop on here, and I guess I could probably do a little better. But at the same token, man, this is HBO, baby, or whatever. Glass HBO.
I mean,
What's I'm sorry.
what the hell? I was just gonna say, like, what the hell? Like, we're all adults here usually. I mean, there may be some younger cats out there, but I'm sure they
Yeah,
have parents.
totally. Yeah, no, this isn't a channel for kids, so yeah, we're not going to be reviewing any toys or whatever. Review some toys for glass, though. Don't get me wrong. I've actually still got my box with like 20 different models of grabbers. Um, Things just got a little crazy last year, for all of us. And yeah, I'd wanted to kind of set up a space to film things like that, which never happened. But now that I've moved and I'm getting settled in, that's the kind of thing that I want to do. Because yeah, I've got virtually every grabber on the market. Like, there's some really amazing ones, and there's ones that are really good for certain things. Anyways, we'll talk about all that. But okay, so you guys saw she flattened this white. It's gathered up, for like the ball of the eye or whatever, and then took like a striking color and kind of deposited that and let that cook down. And then she gave the pupil, and now it looks like she's got a little clear here that she's going to use to lens this up. And Z had like all kinds. She had like a straight entourage going on here. At one point, I think she had my cameraman go get her chicken tenders. I'm not certain. And speaking of, I want to give a huge shout out to my dog Mo. His Instagram is linked below. His Instagram changed. I think it is. I think he's really interested or focused on cannabis growing now. But man, super nice guy. I really hope he can make it out to Las Vegas again. And yeah, man, he took some time out of his trip for this to film this. Actually, as a favor to the homie Whitefire, who had some plane issues and wasn't able to be there. So we were like down a cameraman, and he actually stepped up and filmed a number of demos, which was, man, just incredibly kind. And that's why we're getting to have this party right here, right now. So it really does mean a lot and adds up to something, real. So man, I can't thank him enough. All right, cut this eye off now. As much as I encourage the use of eye marini, because I make and sell that shit, uh, the reality is that these dot stacking techniques to make eyes can be very powerful and very fast. Millie can too. I mean, Salt sit there and crank out 10 of these, and you wouldn't believe using marini, but yeah, the dot stacking method can be really fun. The Time demo, Tyme, if you're not familiar, just search for him on the channel. He does incredible sculptural work with these dot stacked eyes that has a really distinct look, where like it's a dark color and then the slime, so it ends up with like this ring around the iris. A really distinct, cool look, and I know a lot of people have kind of run with the ball on that because I've seen it and they've told me so. And that means the world that these cats have been so open to share, how they go about this. Now here's a blank, and as you can see that, or that Kim is getting set up to frit this guy up. So it's on a point. Nothing fancy. But I think she's going to go ahead and get this blank now covered in this frit that she's got in this nice big tray there. That's an awesome frit tray. Every time I buy a frit tray, I'm like, damn it, it's not as big as I thought. And I legitimately just end up using like those trays from the dollar store or whatever.
I like those. I was gonna say I like those gravy dishes for frit. You can use it and just pour it inside too.
Okay, yeah, I've seen those used as well. And talk about a like a powerhouse or packed stage or whatever. That's Coil in the background painting. So it's like, man, this really is a magical show that celebrates our industry and what we do in a just unique and beautiful way. And there's some other trade shows out there that are absolutely incredible and their focus is wider. But I'm here to talk about Glass Vegas tonight and what makes them special. And man, no joke. I think there are two stages. I mean, it's almost like two trade shows going on this past year. They expanded from one giant room into two giant rooms, and each one had its own main stage. And each stage had two demo stations with artists just balling out. And then behind them, not all of the artists were glass workers, but many of them, like Stephen Boehm or whatever, one of the best living Marini artists himself. And then Coil, I mean, just absolute legend. So really, I think it says a lot when like the artists are freaking absolute 10 out of 10 level glass ballers. And man, this event really is special. The company that puts it on is run by Leanne Short, and then Amy Short is her daughter, and some of the other family. There's other employees and stuff. It's not like a total family company, but in a real way, it kind of is like a family business. And they've been doing the Glasscraft and Bead Expo for many years, which is like the largest expo of its kind, and absolutely incredible opportunity to learn, like hundreds of classes in one place. And they've been doing this, 25 now. I forget what anniversary it just was, but they just had a big anniversary. They had like a slideshow, and we found a picture of like Bob Snodgrass in there looking all young as hell, little tiny short beard and shit. It was, anyways, so they've been doing something special for the glass industry, the wider glass world, for many years, and then they started doing this show. And because they've been doing this so long, and they do this for other industries as well, the level of professionalism that this show is done with, and all, it's locked in. And I guess they just had like their senior year. They actually sent me a diploma because I've been part of this show since 2016. So that's 4 years. But even from the very beginning, it was really, really, really locked in. Because, in my opinion, because of the professionalism of the cats who put it on. They really know how to run an event like this, and they know how to cultivate a special experience for the folks who come out. And I mean, they really, and all they do is shows in Vegas. They've got this shit locked. And yeah, so check it out. That blank is now colored, as it were. Kyle, we're gonna have to come up with a better term for that, but
what? Just the blank's just straight chilling on the frit pile?
I think so. I mean, I don't
That's
think
so
it's
dope.
gonna hurt anybody, But that is a kind of a baller move there, right?
Hey, that'll come in handy.
Yeah.
Shoot, y'all take note on that. That was a pretty cool, slick move.
Yeah, I think that is a slick one, man. Because it's like it's already hot, so it's like sitting on. It's like.
Yeah, the glass is
like,
hot. It's an insulator. I mean, it makes sense. So yeah,
totally,
I mean, she's got a good amount of frit right there.
Yeah, man, it makes me think of like the beach, and on a really hot day and the sand is hot, kind of vibe. Like it's.
Yeah,
like
you can just
down
throw a
on the
blank on the beach. Just let it get hot on the beach. It's fine.
That bad boy's chilling on the beach.
This is how we make glass. We do it at the beach with sand.
Yeah, trying to ride this wave. All right, so she's got a blow tube on there now. Can get that point off or whatever. And yeah, Coil's doing a painting of the one of like the type of characters that he sculpts on the torch as well. Really fucking cool. And with some of these striking frits, like even if it doesn't look fully transparent just yet, like as it gets worked, those frits will really work in. I'm not the expert with it, but cats like this and Salt and people who often use these type of frits to color up blanks or whatever, man, they know exactly how many layers of frit that they need, before they really start working. And even if it doesn't necessarily look as filled in as you might want it, like they know what'll happen as they continue to work the piece. So
Yeah, that green flame is pretty cool. It's probably a lot of the different chemicals in the glass burning off. With all kind of striking metals in there.
Yeah,
Kinds of fun.
It's like that stuff they sell to throw in your campfire. Las Vegas also has bands on the stage. Like the first night, it's almost like it's like the opening night of the show or whatever, and they have the bands on stage. The next days have the demos and such, but and that first night is really something special as well. It really is an amazing event. And homies, if you're not familiar or aware, they do have dates for 2021 announced. It actually happened right when I was moving, so I feel like I might not have even mentioned it on the show previously when we were looking at Las Vegas footage. So almost criminally remiss if I didn't. I can't remember, but I only recently found out that the new dates are May 13th through May 15th. So, I don't think anything is really set in stone. It depends on Las Vegas' ability to, be open for an event of this nature and a number of other factors. But, I mean, those dates are out. Here is hoping that things maybe settle down, especially now that we have a vaccine and all that. I've learned already that it's like not Dr. Fauci over here, so I can't tell you guys when it's all really gonna happen, kind of thing. But man, oh man, I can't wait to resume our mission from Glass God, to document incredible stuff like this. So yeah, some shaping essentially in the flame there. Had that saying, it's on one of the older stickers about how you can't just marver all your problems away or whatever. And, using a marver isn't a crime. I'm not trying to get crazy about it or nothing, but at the same token, an over-reliance on marvering can lead to problems. It's, it stresses the walls out, like it cools the walls, it forces irregularities from the outer wall to the inner wall as well. So it's like you kind of have to have your timing and your heat right to like hit the outer and then, give the puff at the right time to make sure that the inner is still, is not taking any of that on. There's all these factors that apply when you marver that don't really come into play if you can do it in the flame. Not the easiest thing or whatever, but something I was talking about on that episode as well, because we were talking about Matt Escookie and this notion. And the class that I took with him was called Shaping in the Flame. Because Matt, I mean, he uses like a couple of like ridge tools and stuff like that, but he really doesn't marver. All those, if you're not familiar, he does like one-to-one sculptures of cans, bottles, things of that nature, and they look just dead on. And all of that shaping is done. Some of it's done with tools, essential moves, but the general shaping of it and everything is all done in the flame. And when you want to nail these really fine shapes, if you're pushing material to the inside and all that, it's like that'll get exposed later when you want to do the fine moves, kind of vibe. So, the less you can marver, the better. Like I said, not a crime, but if you're over relying on it, that could be one of the reasons you have trouble when you go to do shaping moves later on something that you've over marvered and things of that nature. So. And then here we saw just a quick coil pot. It actually, on the Christmas special, we had some of this demo that she did and did that really unique pendant that kind of started with the hollows and then got cut open. I recall that was a similar type of, quick coil pot or whatever, just to get that section. I think this might be the eye. Shelbo was actually doing the emceeing for this event. You can hear him doing the announcements and such in the background at times, which he's done at a few different events as I understand it. But if you're tuning in late, we were mentioning Shelbo because he is a contestant on Blown Away Season 2, which premieres in a few days, so we're all excited about that. And if you're just tuning in, I was mentioning this because we will be doing like a Netflix party, watch party together style thing where the episodes will all be loading concurrently, but we'll have a chat room. Just like we're doing tonight. So if you want to have this vibe over Blown Away, come on out and do the shit. It'll be good. It really was a lot of fun last time. It was good absorbing that show with my peers, So yeah, here is like the same technique but applied in hollow. So that striking color to form the iris was applied, but then there's some intermediate steps to, kind of puff it back out and as it's cooked in or whatever, just to achieve the amount that she wants that thing to cook back. And then that little flattening there. Looks like she's going to even add a little more here of this striking color, or a different striking color.
A little slick stackaroo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Know what I'm going to be doing later tonight.
Yeah, like I said, as much as I want y'all to come buy some eye millie from me, these stacked eyes, yeah, they very effective.
Got a bunch of striker shorts in a box somewhere.
Yeah, man. Well, you can get advanced with that too. You can make like little twisty canes with your strikers and then coil them around to form a really cool looking iris. Ryan Fitt has a tutorial like that in Glassline from back in the day. I don't think it's exactly how he does the eyes now. Like the ones he does now look like a whole nother level. But he totally did share one of the traditional approaches to doing these eyes.
Gonna have to brush up on my glass line from back then.
Yeah, man. I could probably show you a copy. I've got most of them digitally, but then I've also got hard copies of virtually every episode or issue of Glassline and The Flow at this point. Just sitting out on a giant shelf in the living room or whatever. All right, here we go. A little dot for the pupil or whatever. I think she decided that she didn't like the placement on that.
Get it out of there.
So she just knocked that shit off.
Get it out of there.
Yeah,
Hell
so
yeah.
Keep in mind, you don't have to cook that dot in right away. It's actually more important that you just get it placed, and then you can cook it right in.
Hey, that's a fun new trick, too.
But yeah, I'm telling you, man, this demo just went platinum. Whatever.
Whoa, she's bringing the heat.
Yeah, no, but, man, Zii, she's a really, really, really skilled artist. It really is a pleasure to watch her work. I appreciate so much the dog Mo, who took time out of his trip to enjoy Las Vegas, to help document this, and so that we could all enjoy this, because I'm enjoying it right along with y'all. She's really good. And again, if you guys haven't checked out her Instagram, you simply must go see, especially the stuff everything she's done at all periods of her career have been fucking awesome. But I am really in love with this recent series of work that is more like colloquial objects, shoes and chairs and, toothbrush. I forget.
Dirty pop art.
Yeah. It's, I
Definitely.
really like it.
Conceptual dirty pop art and borosilicate It's fucking great. I like the really green moldy chair I just saw.
Yeah, the
flipping
chair
through
is
there.
great. Every single piece just screams Z, though. You know what I mean? Like, her style is very distinct. The aesthetic to her work is, like, really locked in. It's, you know, you just take one look at any of those objects and you just know that she's the one who did it. That really says a lot. Not gonna be that way in 5 years. Should keep doing these demos for you guys. Not just playing, but like... No, but you know, isn't it nice that artists like this, you know, are open and willing to show how they go about these things that they do?
Man. Okay.
What's up?
Hey, I'm just having fun watching this demo. Like, this is like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You didn't watch the screener I sent you over, did you? No.
Oh, dude. I didn't do homework in high school. You think I'm going to do it in my professional life?
I didn't send it over. I'm just playing. Yeah, that shit's funny. Yeah, I was watching some podcast interview thing or whatever with Anthony Jeselnik, real funny comedian, and he was talking about when he was being interviewed by Larry King, a real famous, you know, old guy or whatever. And then he said at one point,
if you're alive and don't know who Larry King is,
like you fucked up. I don't know, man. Some of these young bucks out there, man, they don't gotta know who Larry King is. I'm not hating. It's okay. There's probably like a really cool rapper named Larry King because it's like a cool name, right? Like, anyways, it's my new rap name if it's not taken already. But anyways, he said at one point, and I've watched that interview, so they definitely didn't show this. But at one point, he was like, "Did you even watch my stand-up?" And he said Larry King was like, "No." Asking him all these detailed questions about why he does what he does and all this bullshit, but he didn't even bother to watch it. I mean, he's fucking old-ass Larry King, man. He don't gotta watch shit, but it was still like, goddamn. What the fuck, man? You had one job, Larry King. Like to... Anyways.
He asked the really tough questions.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so this thing is getting, it looks like it's pretty thin, you know, like it's being affected by the heat very quickly. And it, man, just yet more shaping here in the flame with gravity.
Chicken wing delivery guy.
What's up? You got
was that
delivery?
No, was that the chicken wing delivery guy in the background?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, she had chicken tenders delivered at some point during this demo I saw. As we were joking about it during the Christmas special, it's like a real baller move, you know? Like, yeah, totally. That's why I was like, "What? You had wings delivered just then when I thought you pulled it?" I was like, "That's baller as fuck." Talking about her.
Not that starving of an artist.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm eating. Watch me eat.
Yeah, you gotta tuck that one away for real. If you ever have a demo,
True flex.
like a crowd, like at the maximum crowd time, that's when you have to have an assistant bring you some kind of food. Let's go full medieval with a turkey leg or something, you know.
Get some real like ridiculous food, like a 6 foot sub delivered, like more frit. Looks like she's getting this out pretty thin.
Yep. And looked like it needed a little, you know, because she pulled off that handle and everything. So now she's taking some time to get the top and even the frit out there, while giving it this like, you know, head shape, this balloon shape kind of thing. Yeah, totally. I'm just picturing Jess after when he's packing the torch away. Like, what the fuck? Why is there grease all over this? Man, what the...
Goddamn tenders. Nuggies.
Yeah. Totally, man. No, but seriously, that the chicken tenders delivery during the demo was an incredibly baller move. I'm not even sure she was hungry. No, I'm just playing it. I'm sure she was hungry.
Hey, tenders and tenders. You can put those in the pocket, man.
Yeah. There it is. There it is, y'all. That is.
Good flex.
Mm-hmm.
Half-eaten tray of tenders. God damn it! I was expecting a whole box.
Now on the right there is a rod rest that Kurt B made out of a tube. Like he flattened it or whatever and add all those little notches and shit. Like
Yeah,
he
it looks like
formed
a
rod
flute.
rest. It does, but it's a rod rest that Kurt B made, as I recall.
Nice. What's she reaching for?
You know, I don't know what's in that box, man. It looks like just.
What's in the box?
It looked like
Plug.
An earplug. Yeah,
Nice.
to close that bad boy off.
Hot hands. Ugh.
Now on the back is a danger visual, doing that painting Ben. Really cool cat. There's Mo actually just snuck around. So that is that is the gentleman who did the filming on this and a couple of other demos, and I can't thank him enough. I think it might have been him who. That's why I thought it was him who went to get the chicken tenders. Yeah, he's like, here's your tendies. So yeah, if you're ever doing a stage demo,
Just order food.
clutch move. Yeah, totally.
Just call Torch Talk over and say, hey, film this.
Yeah. You can't just order the food though, dude. If it's like DoorDash coming up on stage, that doesn't even look cool. It's got to be like another glass artist.
Here comes.
All right, so Hollow Eye going on. My man got back just in time from getting those tendies.
Boop.
Yup.
Nice.
All right.
See, she cracks it off on the barrel.
She did, yeah. I mean, it's a Carlisle, dude. You could do all sorts of shit on that barrel.
It's a fresh Carlisle. It's just,
Oh yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy to see one so shiny and whatnot. I'm a little desensitized to it because I see them at the Beat Expo all the time. So, but
It's like, do you even watch Torch Talk? Like, yeah, sure. You even been to a glass show? Like, yeah.
No, I don't even mean it like that, man. I just mean to say that I know exactly what you're talking about. It just doesn't hit me like that anymore because I've seen just a few too many now. Keep hanging out where Carlisle brings the new ones. So yeah, she's just working that seal in. And it looks, it's somewhat abstract here, it's, that's Orion Glass in the background. Really cool cat. Y'all might remember that crazy fucking Boro fish tank that he made. It was in the Master Special. That's him. Anyway, so yeah, that eye is on. Looks like she's going to clean up where that punny was. Because it was just hanging out on the lens or whatever, so pretty easy fix there.
Looks like a pear with an eyeball. Like a Bosque pear.
Okay. I'm with you. Totally.
And you don't want to take a bite of that shit, man. That'd hurt.
Yeah. See how this piece is already looking really cool. And yeah, I think she's going to now add kind of these details around it and over it and such. The eyebrows or whatever the
Eyelid.
Yeah, the lid is the term we were looking for. Thank you. Damn, that torch.
No, it looks like an
Hopefully.
eyebrow. Hell yeah. What is this? What's she doing?
Yeah, she's just decorating it.
Playing with it. Hell yeah.
It's funny that torch has been alive for 30 seconds and already has like 3 clogged ports. What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding. It's just carbon, but it's funny to see. It's like, wait a minute, what? How does it already look like Mattis Cookie's 30-year-old Carlisle?
It's a demo torch.
Yeah, no, I think it's they bring out the new ones. Then they do like good deals and stuff afterwards. Usually how it goes.
Smart move.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, at the Bead Expo they have like the open torch as well, where a bunch of manufacturers have torches out, and you can try them and just play around in them and such. It's a really neat thing. Those torches also do the same thing. Like you can get show specials on those. Like Bethlehem does it, and that's a pretty damn good way to go about it. Like they make sure that students didn't fuck them up or anything, so it's a practically new torch at a significant discount.
Oh, hell yeah. 2 eyeballs.
Yeah.
I see it. Okay.
Yeah. Remember, man, she made the solid one as well.
No, I remember it. I was trying to see it. I didn't see the pre-screen or anything. I just kind of jumped online and learned how to use a computer today.
Gotcha. First time for everything, man.
Hey, we got to learn, right?
Yeah, definitely. No, man. We're here. We made it, dude. We had.
Hey, this is good. This is good, useful information right here.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so fun.
Knife.
Her work. Yeah. Every sculptor has their knife.
Where'd you get your knife?
Yeah, this one looks like some shit that I bought at the dollar store, though. To be honest, I could be wrong.
Right.
Yeah. No, I mean like Micah Evans, he had a really weird looking one. I had to ask, finally when the moment was right. He's like, it's a book binder. What? Like what?
I mean, I get it. I use like a butcher knife, like when people are around, and then like a paring knife when there's no one else around.
Oh, you think it was just for show, huh?
Who knows, man? It's knife flex, dude. Sometimes you gotta tool flex on people here and there.
It's true. I just like,
people be like, oh shit,
bound a book in 30 fucking years. What are y'all talking about? It's crazy. The only books we bind are fucking full of a different kind of sheet, if you know what I mean. Not just playing, but like.
So by the way, I have all kinds of cool tie-dye, and the dropper has just been so popular.
Okay, I can imagine. That's a really cool design, and it's just distinct. It reads,
Welcome to 2021, Kai. Oh yeah, I guess I have to get a little technological over here and learn how to like email and all that crap.
Right. If you guys need a t-shirt, you can get my man at kaidyes@aol.com. No, just playing.
You guys still get those discs, right?
He is 643.256@CompuServe.net.
Okay. Man, this is fun.
It is, man. She's her style is so cool, and she really is just a pleasure to watch somebody who's, doing something unique and doing it well. Yeah, she's dope. It's like watching a really unique skateboarder or something. It's no different. It's, man, she really has developed this like a style. Yeah, so that
got to keep the heat in it. So often, I get caught up like just drawing on the glass, and then all of a sudden, oh damn it! I probably should have warmed that up.
Yeah, totally. That's a good point, man. Especially with stuff like this, where it's got these elements that might not be fully cooked in yet.
That orange glow right there is just wonderful. Like she keeps a great surface area. Like it's all hot. Like
yeah, You can tell it's established in the core. It's not just a surface heat.
Does she get down there near the handle? Yeah, there she goes too. She like got to keep it on the handle too, because that's the worst. That's the worst.
Yeah, handle cracks are the bane of my life, especially with Millie and stuff like that. Like, I've eliminated most of them through trial and error. Like, I realized a lot of them were just coming from my rollers. Like, they might just be they were just acting as a heat sink and really allowing stress to form in one area. So all it would take would be the slightest, misdirection of heat for that area to take a flash and then get the heat sucked back out of it in the wrong way, and boom, now you've got a handle crack.
Yeah, I mean, but it's that thing you just pick up over time. You're just like, okay, well, I have to really do this, or else this is just going to explode and it's over.
Yeah, totally, man. Yeah, it is one of those things that you might just have to learn the hard way enough times.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, just what you said, like she's looking for that certain glow, to reheat it and reestablish that core heat. And it's like, sometimes you can fake it until you make it. You know what I mean? Like some of these rules that we have, like with the kiln, once you've got a bunch of attachments and things like that, you need to keep something in the kiln for 10 minutes to reestablish that heat. And then you can have it out for about 2.
Yeah, safety break and then work it, or if you can like cheat God and bring out like some Bunsen burners and really flex hard on it.
Yeah, sure. That's a totally alternate path. But
God, yeah, this is great. Free-handed, all this sculpting.
Yeah, man. And it's like, who knows who came up with those rules? But as long as you follow them, you're upping your odds of success significantly, even if you don't necessarily understand the what's and the whys just yet. So, just by being cognizant of how often you need to reheat, and sometimes you just got to do your best impersonation of these ballers, until it really kicks in, and that shit really does work.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah. Now here's a fun tool. This thing, it looks like some kind of pick that had like a little bit of a lifted edge.
It's like something a dentist would hurt you with.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, dental tools, clay tools, they all have that kind of medieval look that is excellent for manipulating glass.
So the first eyeball was hollow.
That's right.
Yeah, and then she also made a solid one and set that aside earlier when the video first started off.
That's right.
And also, even with keeping the surface area, keeping all the attachments that she's added to it, all those different lines, that 7 mil just streak across the top, keeping that hot, because that'll be a stress area right there because it's not worked in yet. But then coming back to that, keeping that all hot without having some kind of crack is okay. It's because she got a new CC. That's why it's working.
That's right, man. Yeah, gets to a certain age, it just doesn't.
I mean, it really is all in tools. You got to have the best tools, and that's how all the magic happens.
It's true, man. It's true. That's what they taught her at the Rhode Island School of Design.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they would teach at the Rhode Island School of Design.
Yeah.
It's probably where she got the knife.
It's really just a big tool shop, No, we're being facetious if y'all aren't tuned.
No, she's amazing.
Yeah, I feel like we could throw Z on like a camp stove and hand her like a butter knife, and she would, produce some awesome shit that looks like that would read as her style. I think there is so much to be said for not, doing it just like her, but this example of an artist, again, any piece of hers that, I mean, I'm sure there's probably a few random ones where she was, extending, stretching her legs where you might not be like, oh, that's Z. But virtually everything that she makes is really, really like in the colors and the textures and all of it. I think that is really, really something to work towards. And, it's the kind of thing that, like, if you work hard in that direction, you can almost copy the rest of everything else everybody does because it won't look like you're copying anybody, Like, there's nothing wrong with taking this inspiration from other artists. It's just when it so obviously reads, that you were bucking on somebody's, coattails or whatever. That's a bad thing. It's not a good look, especially in a small industry like this. So,
Well, I mean, as long as you're not like jacking the whole style and really kind of going after the artist and their accomplishments and then trying to like mass produce even really. I mean, trying to figure out how they're doing it and then doing it almost for yourself or for maybe a special customer or something. There's nothing wrong in that. But to kind of go out of your way and just be after that person is kind of ugh. But it happens, but
that's
you
a
know,
tough one, man. There's a spectrum of opinion there. That's for sure. Some cats are more liberal. Some cats, if they don't want people stepping on their toes, and
well,
it's hard, man. It's hard.
I mean, my perspective is I'm putting it out there. So, I mean, there's if they're not seeing what I'm doing, oh, Tinder snatch, what, dude?
Yeah, well, share the wealth, man. That's
Bro.
another baller move. It's like,
Oh, okay. This is for everybody.
I think that was a consensual tendy snatch there, or whatever.
Right on.
It looked
Right
like it
on.
was just
Okay.
like a tot. It was a tot tasting. Whatever. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's a. We could talk about that topic for hours, but
Oh
the
yeah.
point being
I mean,
is
it
that
really just depends on how they go about it. I really think
Yeah,
it's
sure.
really what it matters
Right, but
and how they respond if confronted. There you go. Get it.
yeah. Well, to
No,
me,
no, no.
the right way means putting your own twist on it. That's all. It doesn't got to be right. It doesn't got to be a million years apart. But
No,
if you put your own
it's
twist
like
on it,
okay.
it says a
It looks like the comments kind of lit up with that.
lot. Yeah, I bet.
I mean, if you're watching someone learn how to work and you're picking up different techniques, like I'm not going to go out and try to recreate this kind of thing. But I've learned a bunch of different things on how to do eyeball applications and a couple other things. You're picking up.
Yeah. Well, again,
But
it's
yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to copy anybody. I got my own like whole path. Like I have no
yeah.
clue where it's going. Like I'm just going somewhere with it. Like
Right.
I'm not
Well,
out there to
and
take your stuff.
just to speak to what you're doing now, man, I know that you're very open with the dye stuff. Like you want to be as
Well,
open like as Kim is being here with her techniques. So I can understand where you're coming from, and
well,
and your
it was kind of
expectations
hard
are.
learned. It was hard learned because like I saw it kind of from both perspectives. As I started learning how to blow glass by kind of watching other people do it and then trying to recreate it and then show them and be like, hey, what do you think? Some people are like, okay, do it a whole bunch more times. Now, and some people are like, hey, don't fucking do that. And you just kind of learn. But then, like, when you start making something and then someone starts like taking that and then doing it for cheaper or something, you're like, whoa, hey, what the? Wait. And then they go after your customers and then you get kind of upset with them. It's like, oh, damn. But like I went after this one dude for the torch thing, for example. Like this one dude kind of came into like my space saying, "Hey, I'll do his design for cheaper," and started redirecting him to his space. And I was like, that's not cool." And I confronted him about it. And he was like, "Fuck you! I'm in Canada. What are you gonna do about it?" And I was like, "Oh, well, fuck you."
Eh?
And I went off on him, and then that got back to like the community at large, and it really made me look like I'm kind of a piece of
Right,
shit.
like
And I was like,
even if
dang,
he's
well,
even if he's in the
that's not who I
wrong.
am. Like this guy was really kind of going after my style. And they're like, well, it is what it is. It's it's art. You're putting it out there. So I was like, oh, well, damn. That happened a couple more times, and I was like, okay, well, dang. Maybe I should just do tutorials. So I'm trying to figure out how to use a camera and a computer and everything while wrangling my family and keeping things cool where I'm at with customs and whatnot. But I'm going to try to do videos and just try to show people now instead and support them in their growth. Hey, knock a couple of things off for a cool customer or something, but don't make that like your whole fucking like line. Don't make your whole like business focus going after just what any one person does. That's just
Yeah,
It's
that's
kind of
exactly
cheap
right.
shots. It's cheap shots, dude. And people know when they're doing it.
Yeah, well said. That's what I was getting at, man, because I know you've had this experience and kind of came through the tunnel on the other side or whatever in terms of like, well, what's the negativity involved in you broaching that versus their negativity and bucking your shit, you know what I mean? Like a middle ground must be struck or whatever. But yeah, no, man, I know that experience had kind of influenced your opinion on these things. But yeah, dude, like you said, man, just avoid the cheap shots. That means just put a little twist on it, dogs.
Yeah, be you, dude. Like be who you are. Like
Right.
show people who you are. Like my biggest thing for artists is learn how to build an audience. Like do that. Like focus on that, showing people what you're about and what you're doing it and why you're doing it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
build a community. If anything, build a community and show them your art as often as you can, and things will get better.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. Yeah, it's like if and then one of those things where you talk about building this audience. And like I'm not the expert on this. I've actually taken a bit of a unique path that makes it harder for me to talk about things that are, more generalized to the community. Like what the fuck can I tell you all about selling rigs right now? I haven't done that in years. If you want to talk about slinging Millie, maybe, I don't know. But the point being here, I guess I was getting a little far away from what I'm trying to say here, but okay, this idea of building an audience, and cats are like, well, how do I build my Instagram? Why, and like, in my opinion, like, okay, if you just do something and copy this technique that looks cool, sure, yeah, you're gonna get some response, and the people who are, rooting for you are gonna root that on because they'll see you expanding your toolbox and this and that.
Yeah.
But if you're not really doing something unique and beautiful, why do they care?
Yeah, but you're showing a whole bunch of random people that don't even know glass something, or even like that art that you're doing. It doesn't even really matter anymore. You're creating something, you're showing people, they're like, oh, wow. The general public doesn't know when you're biting or not. So a lot of people are just like, fuck it, I'm just going to go ahead and run with it. And they don't care about the community as much.
Sure.
But, those people are kind of easy to spot. You see them around and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's like you can just go for the low-lying fruit, and you'll definitely titillate the uneducated crowd or whatever. But like, I really, really, really think there's something to be said for taking the time to find your own voice.
Absolutely. Yeah. But also like put tools in your toolbox. Like there's 99 ways to skin a cat.
Yeah.
Like if anything I've taken from this video were a lot of the really small details that she started off doing, just the marble pressing and then the angles that she's holding the glass. Take that, don't take style, take technique.
Yeah.
Put that in your toolbox. Put the techniques in your toolbox. If people are going out of their way to show it to you, they feel like they have some kind of credibility in what they're doing to even be showing it. So, totally. take that technique and put it in your toolbox, but don't just make that your new line because you saw somebody do something cool and you're like, this is all I'm going to do now. Or chasing someone's image and trying to lowball them. That's just, oof. Come on, man.
Yeah. And, this notion of a personal aesthetic, what if glass just disappeared? Like, what would you draw, guys? Like, what would be on your sketch pad? I know some of you already have sketch pads, and that's what I'm getting at. Like, some of you guys are already way down this path, and you just wanted to take a new medium. But a lot of us just pick this up and kind of develop an aesthetic as we go. And
yeah, absolutely.
I just think it's so important to, push on that as soon as you can and really think about how to add your own twist to something. The sooner you can think of it. And in the beginning, that's hard to think about when you're just trying to fill the toolbox. I understand. But at a certain point, it's time to really bust out that sketchbook and, and think about how to kind of design your way out of that box and give your work just a little extra kick, something that's going to...
Yeah. But sometimes people will like pick up on an aesthetic. I love how she's carving into this, dude. She's like really just getting some work into it.
Yeah, the
that's
lines
gonna
all
look
flow
really,
together,
really
man.
rad. Yeah, look
Yeah.
at that. That's starting to look so gnarly. And she still hasn't put that second eye on there. I'm really waiting for that. Because that's going to be a heavy stress point. She's going to want to get that right into the kiln. So it really makes sense that she's not putting it on there yet.
I agree, man. Yeah, that's like any big chunk of solid glass is always going to act as kind of a heat sink relative to the rest of it.
Yeah, it's
So
going to
it's like,
suck all
yeah,
that heat into it to try to keep it warm.
yeah, man. Yeah, it's that 2 minutes in or 10 minutes in,
Yeah,
2 minutes out type of game. Like she doesn't want to have to play that game yet. Like she's having
yeah,
fun with this
it's
guy.
really
Yeah,
smart. Something else to take from this. Really
yeah, dude.
seeing it.
Like
She very planned that out.
I think what you said earlier, man, was so spot on about absorb the million things other than the exact product being made, and you'll be so far ahead of the game. And
Just
honestly, I mean,
keep.
I'm not even above a cheap shot, but it goes a lot better if you can put your own twist on the shot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I mean, like if all you're doing is three dots and the guy next to you's doing three dots too, man, just throw another couple three dots on it, bro. Like,
you gotta do 4 dots.
come on, dude, give it the triple triple.
Yeah, we're changing the game. I don't know. I mean, stack a second dot on them shits. I mean, yo, as simple as it sounds, I swear that fucking second dot on the stack, that's an old Jerome Baker thing. I actually have this Hitman rig that I picked up many years ago, and I saw it in the store, and it's like, it's just like I forget it's like a Cirque style perk in it or whatever, but it was all worked, and it was like a ratchet style perk where it's like a Cirque but sealed to the walls, and then but it had like the little like 3 dot, but like almost dolphin style, you know what I mean, like big, middle, small, in that curling pattern, but with the second layer on it. And something about it, man, just said to me, like, damn, this reminds me of the Jerome Bakers that I had back in the day. And I actually ended up sending, like, an email to the company or whatever. Like, this was back in the day before fucking Instagram, all this shit really blew up, And I just literally just sent them an email, and then they told me the name of the artist who had been in the shop and made that piece. And he was an artist that worked for Jerome Baker back in the day. I'm totally spacing on his name. Maybe I can actually just find it in my email if I search fucking Hitman.
Search it.
Yeah, no joke. But where is this shit?
It's like she carved it with a rusty knife, and now it just looks dirty. I love that. Oh,
Okay.
here comes that eyeball. Here we go.
All right. But just to finish this story, I did find the email. It's BB Alexander. Yeah, it's from the fucking homies, man. It said BB Alexander used to be in Jerome Baker's crew. And yeah, no shit. I could tell that the aesthetic it reminded me of this old Jerome Baker style, and I had a feeling. I was like, it just makes me feel like it's some kind of like tribute or in the same vein. And sure enough, it turned out to be one of the dudes who was doing those same fucking, and it wasn't necessarily the patterning. It was the combination of amount and position, but that second stack on it, you know what I mean? So it was just like a double dot, you know what I mean? A dot with 2 colors, and it just read to me. And those little types of details, I mean, so even when it comes to this fucking 3 dots that everybody puts on everything, I swear to God, in my own life, I had this instance where I could fucking see that this was a Jerome Baker kind of thing. Turned out to be the fucking guy who did it. So, anyways, yeah, shout outs to BB Alexander. Is that what I said his name was? I already closed the email. Yeah, BB Alexander. Mike, he was canceled 3 years ago. You're in trouble for mentioning him. No, I'm just playing.
Well, continuation of the, like adapting techniques and styles and the difference between them. Biting's kind of a harsh term. The biter is definitely someone who's like, really kind of going out of their way to really copy someone and really make money off of it. It's really kind of a slur in any industry. But if someone's really going out of their way to teach, if they're doing lessons or they're doing demos, like support them, support that effort. It's not easy, balancing all this stuff and then still, you know, making art too. So it's going out of their way. So, you know, take what you can from it and learn, and then try to put that in your toolbox and pull it out on a piece later. You know, it'll really come in handy. Like, I know I'm going to pick up 2 or 3 things off of this, and I'm probably going to go screw around until 4:00 in the morning.
Yep. You know, I'm going to add on to this one thing that I'm remembering from one of Salt's webinars on this note. And
That $100 worth of frit was a great installation when she put the blank there, though. I tell you what.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, so Salt, man, he was talking about how he wasn't actually sure that he would do another webinar because he had multiple students after they took his classes just kind of rip his work off, like, very directly. And Kai, you mentioned earlier, it's like sometimes it's about how the confrontation goes too, right?
Yeah,
These guys were like, well,
I'm supportive, but don't be a dick.
Sure. Well, their response, as I understand it, I'm just paraphrasing from Salt's explanation of why he wasn't sure he wanted to do another webinar. Mm-hmm. And he was saying that basically upon, you know, whatever, man, these cats said that because they paid for the class with him, they felt that that gave them the right to, you know, copy that style. And, I mean, you know, that, yeah, see, that's a discussion in itself. I don't necessarily agree, and I don't think he did either. And it was the kind of thing where it made him hesitant to teach and
to put it out there.
More of these secrets and techniques that he does.
He's got a lot of cool tricks already out there, but of course, you know, he's doing all kinds of new shit all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah, but you know, it goes to show that this mentality of, you know, biting or whatever as you call it, man, it does, man. I mean, how crazy is it that we're getting to sit here and watch an amazing artist like this, man? Years ago,
this is strictly very unique.
Didn't fucking happen, right? And people biting after these people have been so kind and have literally like paved the path that we walk on. Salt and, you know, Kim's been doing this a minute too, man. When people go after their shit that way, especially after they've been so kind to share, you know, as Salt was explaining, man, it makes them less hesitant to do so in the future. Like, that type of shit is going to put us back into the dark ages because people are going to clam back up because people weren't respectful when they did go above and beyond. And, you know, some of these cats, man, like, I mean, man, they're not stupid about it. I'm not, you know, like a lot of the.
I mean, that's why the price goes up, because it has to be worth it to do the class.
Sure. And,
because,
you know,
like,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
It does, like, take a hit when you do put something out there and then you start seeing it out there and you're like, oh, okay, cool. But then, like, you know, 80% of the time, most people are like, yeah, I'm just kind of making this for my homie. Like, check this out. And you're like, cool. Yeah. But then you see some website and they've got like 50 of your thing and you're like, whoa, wait. Yep. You know, you're making way more money than I am off of my shit, dude. How'd you do that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
But in a lot of those circumstances, you do learn something, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, it goes, somebody like Coil, for example, I think, you know, I think he was even maybe the one who said it. I forget. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, bottom line, though, I've heard this from a few of these type of cats. They are generally 3 or 4 years out ahead of what they share. So, like, they're sharing all sorts of amazing shit. But you know what I mean? Like, the real things that they're working on, like, they're not going to put those out. And I feel like the lag time is...
Smart.
The lag time is changing, though, because of people... Because of that inherent disrespect.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be us, man. It could be somebody overseas seeing it and, you know what I mean, knowing how to...
Oh, you never know. You never know. That's why I say, like, 80% of it, like, when you're putting stuff out there, like, 80% of it comes back in a really positive manner that you want to support.
Right.
And you want to, like, cheer on their growth and be like, dude, I can't wait to see what you get from that and, like, where that aha moment comes. Mm-hmm. But, like, you see that, like, mass produced and then you're just like, ooh.
Yeah. And,
damn.
You know,
I'm going to have to raise my price.
Yeah. And let's just be honest. It's human nature. Like I forget there's probably some saying that I'm forgetting now, but the idea here though is like, man, oh man, a negative incident stands out so much more. I mean, it takes like 100
Absolutely.
kind things to outweigh that one person who did something disrespectful to you because you were kind. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Those are
Yeah.
like damaging incidents, man. And like
But
psychologically, we're cued to dwell on that shit because if it's like it's a threat. Any negative situation like that, it's just speaking very very at the core level. That's a threat to us. So our brains are cued to focus on the negative. It's a very hard thing to overcome in our day to day. You know what I mean? Especially if you're prone to anxiety or this or that or anything that'll kind of have you focusing in that direction, anyways. But more generally speaking, though, like that's all it takes is like one guy. You catch him with that sight, and he's got 50 of your fucking things all knocked off, ready to go, cheap as hell. Shops are buying this shit up. You know what I mean? Making bank on it too. Like, and then they're
yeah.
like, "Well, I took a class with you, man," and then now you don't want to teach anymore because that
Or
one guy did
I
it.
saw your shit on Instagram, so I just thought I'd do it too. And you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well,
wait a second. But
sure, sure.
some situations like that, I'm just kind of like, well,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I think I need to figure out how to do that. How the
yeah.
fuck are they doing that? Shit, I need to learn how to use a computer.
Totally, man. Yeah, no, I mean, there's something to be said for being inspired. It's just, how do you translate that inspiration into something unique, that isn't stepping on anybody's toes. It's a tough one, especially as more and more things have been done, It's like it's hard to have any unique idea in this game.
Yeah, well, there's a comment in the section. A lot of these head shops nowadays sell nothing but shipped from overseas junk.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a shame.
People looking for quality glass are not going to head shops nowadays. Some of them are. They're going to galleries, and the first things that pop up, they're just checking shit out. But most of the time, they're not going to come in there and buy like the headiest American shit. They're going to be like, "Yo, what do you got for $30?"
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's not your clientele. Like, build your audience. You want your people who support you to support you. That's why social media has become so important now. But yeah,
Yeah, now there's some comments about how hard she's carving here.
yeah,
I want to note though that like all of this stuff was really cooked in pretty well, and she's spot heating it so much that she's essentially carving into
stabbing it.
hot glass, and it's like what's left was applied to glass that was generally happy. And look at all this heat she's putting into it. So it's like there's all these ways to go around the carving. You can kind of carve more aggressively and then know that a little bit will get cooked out when you get it this hot after. You can really cook in and then do the carving. You know what I mean? Like a firefly, for example, in the episode where we watched him build out one of his heads. Um, we could see same thing with AKM. These guys like when they carve the cavity and or this or that right, and then they cook that shit in really properly before they do the next stressful move over it. So it's not like stressful thing on stressful thing. You know what I mean? It's like stressful thing on stressful thing that got happy again. And they're always very careful to control that process. So that's one of the ways that artists like this get away with it. Somebody asked if she learned with Salt. I don't believe so. I'm not certain. I mean, they're probably fucking homies, and learn from each other.
The reference of salt was something else to do with class and an opinion. It wasn't to do with the
Word, yeah,
video.
yeah. No, I'm sure. I remember bringing him up, but I didn't know
Yeah,
if you maybe thought that she learned. Now, Kim
they're
is
cross.
like I mentioned, man, went to this really renowned design school.
Rhode
And
Island
yeah,
design school.
she's based out of Philadelphia though, like as I recall. And man, there is an incredible base of talent there, and a lot of these. There is actually the where I'm getting this information from. Let me just be clear, so I don't sound like I'm some fucking stalker. I don't know, I'm just playing kidding, but like, there was this panel at the Salem Community College, like their conference or whatever, and it was about glass artists, like this community of them in Philadelphia, and her and a bunch of other people on this panel were speaking about this, and so it's like I don't know exactly the pedigree here. Another time I'll bother her and be like, Kim, please join us. Please join us on the show or whatever. But man, I don't know if Salt was in there, but I think that she was influenced by a lot of the people she's surrounded by in the Philadelphia area based on what they were talking about in that panel. And so many of them are all right near each other in this one building.
Yeah, it definitely has a very East Coast look to this kind of style. Like a lot of.
Word. All right, now here, guys, here is where she opened up that hole in like the mouth of this sculpture, and she's using the joint tool to make it a fucking joint.
Mm.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of cross-pollination of techniques there in Philadelphia, but I also think everybody's super cognizant of exactly the shit we've been talking about for the past like half an hour, you know? This notion of like being respectful to one another's styles, but
No
I
one
think
knows
they're
it.
all but they're all helping one another with the technical side of it. So they're all getting better and better at sculpting and being able to express these
Absolutely.
human visions.
Exactly.
And
then
I'm sorry, go ahead.
everybody's learning new techniques off of each other, even at the top levels. A lot of these cats like hang out. They're like, "Oh shit, that's a cool way." You know, even at the top level or even at the lowest level, it's you're learning and growing by picking up techniques. But just jamming style, like keep your own shit, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, and then a lot of these guys in that area, they're so close to Salem. Many of them either went there and like got kicked out. Like, but there's a lot of scientific training in this community of glass workers in that area who have helped one another come up. And yeah, so I think that like there's a certain pedigree. I'm not certain exactly who she learned it from, you know, whatever. It remind me of that drug commercial, you know, like, who taught you this? You did, Dad, whatever. But yeah, no, I mean, I think there's a lot of cross pollination of technique and people pushing one another there in that area, man. Like that panel was interesting. So yeah, she jointed that thing out and has added more to it. But the core of it is still a fucking joint, and she'll be able to keep it in that form so that a jointed piece can go in there. It can be like a down stem, you know, whatever it'll be.
Or it just makes a cool shape.
Sure.
But she got that plug in there.
Go, man. It's a critical move.
But yeah, no, she's got the plug in the handle, so she's not getting the hot hands from having that opened up.
Yeah, good point. So yeah, sculpting that out, that little rollover move with the flat side of the blade. Gives it these like extended lips look. But before she started building it out again, she used the metal joint tool to set that kind of internally. So now she's free to add this other stuff and sculpt over it and all that, but the core of it is going to be really easy to set right back to that. And then it'll be able to accept an external piece. And kind of complete the rig or whatever. Look at that second eye. That shit looks sick. And again, it's just between the way all of these lines are laid, the carving, all of it, it adds up to this piece that is just in her voice. And again, I don't know how to do that other than like practicing and drawing and, you know, coming up with your own ideas for things. There's the joint tool going back in. But I just encourage you guys to push that process. It's just like a Micah Evans thing too, you know, like he had a whole class about design, you know. So man, like I said, I can't encourage you guys enough to kind of find that voice, push towards it, and, you know, even if it takes a bunch of attempts. Jesus Meister in the chat asked, did they have a connection with the cats from Virginia, like AKM in them? And this is actually a call back to like one of my own personal theories. This Virginia School of Glass Workers, like AKM, Ryan Tanner, Rye, like a ton of amazing artists, Sean Donlin, Egon, all these guys, they came out of the VCU glass program in Richmond, where Emilio Santini was teaching. And Emilio, if you're not familiar, is a really important figure. He's one of these Italian maestros who came over, works in borosilicate, and he kind of brought with him like the innovations that Cesare Tofolo had brought. Emilio talks about this a lot in his own demos and when he narrates for Cesare. And so through this lineage, there is this core of amazing, absolutely amazing artists. Blitzkrieg, all these guys came out of this program and then shared this with a ton of the other artists in the area. So they have this like surprisingly direct lineage to Murano, to Muranese glassworking, and to, like I said, Emilio Santini, and then back to the real maestro Cesare Tofolo, regarded as the best flame worker alive, and we owe a lot to his innovations. So yeah, there's this whole school of Virginia glassworkers. I don't know. I'm sure that many of those people are friends. I mean, it's a matter of hours drive away. And I'm sure that there's definitely been some also cross-pollination there. But it's not like this localized Philly scene where there's a ton of incredible glassworkers just based in this one city. But I think that's a good reference point, though. There's these. We know a lot about like the Eugene School and Bob Snodgrass and all that, but then there's these other schools of glassworkers. Kai in the corner, thank you, dog. There's these other glassworkers communities that have whole different backgrounds, and I'd actually like to especially explore that Virginia one because these are friends of mine, and it's something that I feel like I may have been the one to really zero in on here, so I want to be able to kind of share it. Look at this piece. Yeah, time to shut up. Nah, but like, goddamn. You guys kind of see what I was talking about way earlier about how that frit kind of strikes out as it works, you know what I mean? And it ends up being like essentially opaque.
Yeah, it's a what color is that she's working like?
It's a
and
good
she's
question,
working
man.
at,
It might be like a
she's
peacock
working at reducing
chameleon
flame.
or
Good call.
something like that. It's hard. It looks like maybe peacock chameleon or something along those lines. It looks
It's like a
azul
dark
that
blue
has stripe.
striker.
Yeah.
Blue striker that like that's probably why she's forcing it in so quick, and it probably has a lot to do with why it antiques almost. It's like another kind of a technique in a different kind of medium that's called antiquing, when you kind of put some black lines into it and make it look old. You do it on wood, and it looks like it's kind of got that kind of an effect to it when she she grinds it down in there so it stays cold on in there, and then the rest of the time she's working in her bushy flame, it's doing a reduced strike on the outside. So that's probably why she's getting it all pale and shit.
Oh yeah, man. I like that term you just used. And if you look, especially at this recent body of work, like the chair you mentioned, all these pieces, and they all have that look. And I think it's just part of her style, in the way that she uses these colors. And yeah, I mean, her work is really, really, really impressive. Yeah, and she's always super nice too. Like, I don't know, she's always one of the people I'm like a little starstruck when like, oh my god, it's Zii, whatever. But she's that's nothing to do with her. She's actually super nice, and
I'm gonna say she looks like she's got a big personality.
No, she's not off-putting at all. She is.
She's colorful.
Smile.
She's bubbly. She's saying hello to everybody while she's flexing with the chicken nuggets.
Totally,
that's an empty tray.
It's just apprehension because she's so fucking good. It's like same thing with Shayla somewhat. You know what I mean? Like, these people are like glass heroes to me, man. So it makes me a little, you know what I mean? It's like, well,
yeah, it's fucking cool when you hang out with them too.
Of course,
they're like they're so human. You're just like,
once
Jesus.
you break that wall, it's then that all changes. But
you're like that weird guy down the street that I won't ever talk to again.
That was my nickname in college. No, I'm just playing.
Still, it's your nickname, Mike.
Yes. What? I'm sure I've got some nicknames, man. Whew.
Man, just
All right,
make me
we go.
another
Check it
pizza
out.
and we're still friends.
Okay, check it out. Flattening that piece. And if you guys saw, she was letting it flatten so that that jointed area would be sitting up so that the piece could sit and have like a banger in it or a down stem or whatever it'll be.
Throw a slide in there.
Yeah, I mean, well, it'll slide in there, but I just wanted everybody to because it was kind of hidden. I just wanted to let y'all know that's what was happening there. She was letting it flatten on that one side so it sits up the way it would best sit with that joint in there, or, you know, a down stem with a banger in it. I don't know. I didn't see exactly how it was finished. So, how about that piece in the background, the Wayne's World piece that the homies done up, man? They turned them all into fucking ghouls and shit.
It's like they got shocked with electricity and you caught him in that one moment.
Hell yeah.
Like in Home Alone, when that dude like touches the shit and then, and then they throw the skeleton in there and you're like, fuck yes.
Yeah. There's a great meme with that picture. I'm sure you've seen it, right?
Actually, Jesus, I want to do that on tie-dye.
It's like when you come and she keeps sucking your dick or whatever. It's like the picture of Marv all electrocuted like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's
solid meme.
Definitely a face.
Yeah, definitely a face.
That's definitely a face.
I was about to say the same thing, man. All right, and okay, check it out. Fritting up that bottom where the blow tube came off so its saturation level matches. And look at this piece, man. This thing is just all character, all style. This reminds me of something in one of Elbow's webinars he was talking about when he did the pickles back in the day. He was like, at first, you know, like they didn't have carving on the top and they looked okay. And then at a certain point, I started doing the carving on the top and it just made them pop like pickles. So it's just like sometimes those little carving moves or whatever, like that just make, you know, tickle the brain and make it. Sometimes that can make all the difference. Speaking of making all the difference, guys, these companies have been pitching in every month. It's not much, but it because we have this family effort, I've been able to provide our industry with this kind of high quality, comprehensive coverage that I believe in my heart it deserves. And to get to have this special time together, like I was mentioning in the beginning, there's quite a few of these companies now, but no joke, every one of these people are my fucking homies. I love them. And they've really come together to make something very, very unique possible for our industry that just wasn't going to happen this way, any other way. You know, without some fucking
tie-dye doesn't have this shit. I'll tell you what.
What's up, man?
They need a tie-dye talk. Telling you.
Tie-dye talk, man. That should be you. We've talked about it a bit. You already have a mind to help make this community and the example that we have here with what we've been able to do together for our community, in my opinion, is distinct. Guys, if you didn't tune in the beginning, I was mentioning Kai is not just a glass worker and my homie and helping sponsor this work, but man, he's also been he's one of the admins in the Torch Talk community and helps me run a couple of other groups as well. He's somebody who has kind of, you know, really been a community organizer all this time, and as I hear him wanting to do these tutorials and all that, I'm like, well, dog, you know what we've been doing for fucking years here.
Oh yeah, you know how to run a video camera
there. So, and yeah, guys. Okay, so I did mention for those who stuck around, I do have a Boro batch sample pack to give away.
And I have a shirt. Because you're not giving away shit alone.
Yeah, go ahead and throw numbers into that chat 1 through 100. And we're going to go ahead and pick a winner for this, man. You know, this is, again, man, ABR sent me over a few of these. When I did, like, a round of the short packs a while back, like, I purchased them shits outright. But, man, they threw in these things in the box, man. They know what I do when they get that order from me. They took it as an opportunity to hook it up. So I want to thank ABR and Boro Batch, man, the color company. It's like their color company or whatever. So it's all in the game. But man, this shit is hot. Like some of these colors that, I'm not kidding, that electric coconut right there is this like UV that looks like a milky UV. It's fucking awesome. So many of these colors are really beautiful, and man, this is a lot. And it's like a pack, man. Like A little pint glass here. Look at that shit. That's like a. These are decent sticks of
Holy
color,
shit!
so,
Look
like,
at all
these
those
are enough
numbers.
yeah, these are enough to make some shit with. Yeah, numbers are coming in. Kai, dude, I'm gonna go grab a drink from the other room, dude. Why don't you, if you want to show them some of your die work, dude, or what, I'm gonna throw you on screen while they drop them numbers, baby. So
Oh man, I only
it's
have
the
this
Kai
one
show.
torch shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, just show them what you're up to, baby.
Well, I didn't come prepared as usual, so that's cool. I have, this shirt that I'm going to be giving away. So, however we do the giveaway, you're going to get a shirt that either you can wear or you can give away to a big glass blower that you may know. I don't know how you're going to go about it, but yeah, I started out glass blowing. Now I do tie dye mostly. I also teach glass blowing. Anybody who wants to come out and hang out, get a hotel, come chill for a bit. Sir. Okay, people throwing it up. All these numbers coming in. Yeah, there's only like 70 of y'all in there, so 1 to 100 shouldn't be too difficult.
All right, I'm back.
Get the numbers in there, guys.
Yeah. All right. Did you show them that Joe Rogan tapestry?
No. Dinner ran long. I made this really badass stew and then sat down and smoked a bowl, and then it was 10 o'clock and I was like, oh shit, I got to get upstairs.
Duty calls.
But yeah, no, I acquired this amazing tapestry the other day. If you guys check out Nathan Fritz or Nathan Riggle, it's Nathan Riggle. If you check him out on Facebook, one of his big tapestries was the Joe Rogan tapestry. And I got a hold of it, and I'm so stoked on it. I couldn't be happier to get a hold of that one. So I'll be putting that up here soon. Just trying to find a good spot to put it.
Word, I wanted to see that shit.
Oh, dude, I'll get a picture of it.
Oh yeah, guys, if you didn't tune in before, Blown Away Season 2 premieres on the 22nd, and we will be doing some kind of watch party. If you're not familiar with how we did that before, let me pull the thing up. This is the program that we'll be using. It's essentially a browser extension that allows you to synchronize viewing with a chat room of whatever type of show you're watching. So there'll be a post in Torch Talk that we'll use to coordinate this, and you'll just be able to click that link, and in theory it should load the show and synchronize your viewing with everyone else while we have a chat room.
So we can all talk shit together?
Exactly, we can all talk shit.
Yes.
Yo, if you're not familiar, man, over there in the back right, that's fucking Mike Shelbo, man, the Goblin homie. I mean, one of my friends. It's been, man. If
The
you guys
Goblin
didn't
face.
What's up?
Nothing. I'm just
Okay.
talking.
If you guys didn't catch his talk at the gas conference, it was actually like kind of about online interaction and all that type of stuff. Actually, it's pretty fucking fascinating. It's extremely relevant to all of us, like especially if you're the type who's here with us, chilling and having this online thing. Yeah, anyways, I had the opportunity to film that at the gas conference, right? And anyways, man, he's been a friend since. He's like, I remember we actually did like a sticker trade years ago, but we've never actually had the chance to meet until then. And since then, we've crossed paths, and he's always the nicest cat. So I'm extra excited for this season because we have a fucking homie in the running, man. Like, that's crazy to me. How often do you get to watch a show on Netflix that your friend is on? Fuck yes. I'm going to be
Every
so mad
Saturday
if he
night.
gets cheated out of the win or whatever. What's that, man?
I was going to say, we watch movies often.
We do what? What?
Here at the crib, we got a few people over here and there. We just chill out, watch movies, drop in, have a good time.
Hell yeah, exactly.
Talk shit. We just make fun of the actors and just roast people.
Yeah, but I mean, how often is one of your boys on the show? You know what I mean?
Oh, well, shit, not
that's
very
what I'm
often.
talking about. Yeah, see, I'm
Okay, I missed
I
that.
was
My
excited
bad.
for this shit, period. But then I found out Shelbo was on it, and I was like, "What? My boy is on this fucking shit? I can't believe this. This is amazing." So, yeah, like I'll. I mean, you guys can fucking be in for whoever the fuck you want, but I am personally like, we're Team Shelbo over here. So, fuck yeah. I guess I hope all the numbers are in. I'll be like ready to.
Yeah, watching them come in and argue about it there at the bottom.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, man. I mean, it's
I
really
got
on
it
y'all
first.
to check and make sure that nobody else picked your number and that sort of
That's
thing.
my glass.
Plenty of time. So God forbid you see somebody add your shit or whatever. Yeah, we have to avoid these number conflicts. So, all right, here we go. Let's do this, man. I want to pick a winner. And then, yeah, click to the clack. 45,
Ooh,
man.
Shit, who got it?
Peace out, 45 tomorrow, right?
Here we go. Let's go through there and find it.
Skateboarding is freedom. All right, looks like we do have a 45.
I was gonna say sneak it in. Uh-oh.
But no, so I think it might just be like a 45 somewhere else on my screen in like the statistics or some bullshit.
Maybe it was 54.
I think that's what I'm seeing here.
I don't see a 45
like
yet.
Skateboarding is
I see
freedom.
48. I see 48.
No. It's an exact hit, and we've got
Yeah.
one, so.
I see skateboarding is freedom. Yeah.
Okay, so we're both on the same page.
That's
All right,
the
good deal.
first one there, and I don't see another 45. So
All right,
yeah,
very good.
skateboarding is freedom.
Yeah, skateboarding, dude.
Yeah,
This
buddy.
fat ass fucking pack of colors coming out for you.
You got a torch, right?
What's that? Oh,
He's
we're gonna
got a
do the
torch,
one for
right?
Oh, all right, that's right. I'm sorry. Let me
Skateboarding
finish
is
explaining.
freedom. Freedom is yours and mine. Does he blow glass?
I don't know, but we're gonna pick a second winner for that.
Word.
For the shirt, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna put it all in one. Yeah.
Now we're
that
gonna do the
Yeah,
shirt.
show them the shirt.
Let's pull that up.
Yeah, we're
it's
gonna give this away now.
GTT.
That
GTT original tie-dyes.
Hell yeah. That's just beautiful, dude.
I'm tie-dye. I make shirts.
My boy.
I make pipes. It's
Yeah.
a good life. It's a good life.
I think it is too, man. I like the way you've branched out into something like this, man, that I think is really beautiful and innovated
Dude,
it and stuff, man.
something else I wanted to touch on is every other week we feed the local homeless population too. My partner and I, we go out of our way to raise money and organize it, and we set up outside of a church, and we feed whoever we can that's out there. You know, we really just give food out into the community. We feed about 100, 150 people every other week. You know, it's not a lot, but it's something. So if you guys check out MOR Baton Rouge, more Baton Rouge, if you guys want to check it out, see what else we do. We make art, we fucking have a good time, and we help others.
What is it, man?
MOR Baton Rouge. It's a Facebook group. We're just kind of starting out. It'll be a nonprofit here soon. Hoping it kind of goes nationwide because everybody can do more.
Word. All right, well, check it out. I have proof.
Yeah,
There it is, man.
there we go.
Out there serving the fucking people. I think that's really great, man. I think, hunger has been one of our kind of pet issues. It's insane to me that there's any hunger in this country. And in most countries, really, but here in fucking the land of plenty or whatever, the fact that there's, people still out there hungry, man, it's completely ridiculous. Hyper localized efforts like this are by far the most effective,
Yeah, anybody can get out here and do this, dude. It's not like you can just talk to somebody locally and be like, hey, can we set up in your parking lot and talk to people? You can get out there and just find a shelter, donate a whole bunch of food. You can do whatever you can, but everybody can do just a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. All right, speaking of doing just a little bit more, we're gonna give
Let's
away
get that
just a
number.
little bit more on random.org.
Yeah, dude, this is going to make a cool gift to somebody. Find the biggest glass blower you can and just send it to them.
Yep. But I mean,
If it doesn't fit you or whatever, figure it out. Something. Have fun with it.
it's so big, it could just go on the wall, man. All right, here we go.
Turn it into a
Clickety,
hot air
clickety,
balloon.
Clack. Number 3. What do we got?
Three. Oh, shit.
That's a
How
hard
many
one.
numbers can you pick? Skateboarding had 9, 45, and 3. Uh-oh.
Wait.
Wait,
Wait. My man, what is with this multiple number thing?
Hold it.
Yeah.
What do we do here? Shit, what do we do here? Do we just delete it or do we just one number? It was one number. We called it one number, right? If you
Dan's
added too
motherfucker
many
has three
numbers,
numbers,
that's how
man.
do it.
I gotta cancel this, my man. Like, skateboarding, man.
Yeah, I don't even want to go
see a
back
fourth
and try to
number
find
now.
out which comment was which. If
Fuck.
no, dude, you
Yeah.
guys
All right.
DQ,
yeah.
fucking call that. Sorry, skateboarder.
Yeah, look, man.
No.
Dude,
No.
Sorry if I wasn't more clear, but I saw homies in the chat even mentioning that you can only have one number. So like,
Yeah, dude.
we gotta cancel that. We're gonna give away the pack. We're gonna re-give that away, man. Okay, and I'm gonna be real about this too. For like a year straight, I've made exceptions on this, but I remember saying last time.
No,
I was
I'm
like,
pretty
we're
sure we
done with
usually
the
say
exceptions
that.
on that. If
Dang.
you pick multiple numbers, man, we're just gonna have to cancel it. I'm sorry, man. I hope you don't take this personally.
Yeah,
I
no,
really do
that
appreciate
can't
you
be
being here,
personal.
dog. I assume the best, that you didn't mean to do this on purpose, but I promise you, I said this in the last time, like that I can't keep making
One
exceptions
number.
on the multiple number thing. Yeah, we're just gonna pick another number. Sorry about that. But hey, on the plus side, fuck it, somebody else is gonna win that shit. And dude,
Yeah.
please, I did skateboarding. That you're not disqualified in future or anything. Just in the future, please just pick one number, my man.
Yeah, we're still gonna give away stuff in the future.
Yeah,
we got all kinds of cool
keep
shit
watching,
coming.
man. You'll be in here for another year or whatever. Okay, wait. Somebody had 3. Oh, we were
That's for the
still
shirt.
picking 3. That's right. That's how we noticed it. Okay. Well, did we figure out that?
So the homie almost won the shirt and the glass.
Well, yeah.
Damn, Carrie, good call.
I'm not trying to be a butthead about it or nothing. It's just
No,
I
Good
really
call
did
on
mention last
chat
time
support, Carrie.
Yep. All right.
call.
Okay. So somebody had 3. Is that right?
Matt Rarden said
Rarden?
03 was me, and we got to go back up through it because it looks like we got.
I think that's Matt.
Matt has 3.
Matt
has 3. That's not contention. That is an agreement.
All right. So I think that Matt is gonna actually win the shirt, man.
Matt, what shirt size are you, buddy?
Yeah, are you a big guy, Matt, by chance?
Honest mistake. Hey, skateboarder, dude. It's cool for taking it so cool, man. Honest mistake. It happens. Next time,
Exactly. Yeah, no hard feelings, brother.
Dude, you caught 2 numbers, man. Come in and check it out next week, dude. It's gonna be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Matt has 3. Who else
Matt
called
has
3?
3? What does he mean, Matt or Nat? Is there another
Matt?
Matt.
Bet.
Okay, very
Cool.
good. All right, so yeah, Matt, that's you with that shirt, dude. Okay, check it out, Matt. I would like you to hit me up.
Too.
Can he hit you directly, Kai, or how should
Please
he handle
hit me. Just please get with me. Like I'm working on. I'm still trying to get another couple giveaways out. Hit me up on Facebook, please.
Okay, on Facebook, Kai Dies.
Facebook match. Yeah, Kai Dies.
Kai Dies.
I have a group. I'm always in my messenger. Just message me.
Very
Matt,
good.
Matt, if you're not on Messenger, let me know right now, and we'll work out email or something.
All right, very good.
I'll get you. Winner. I'll get you this out. Just give me your address.
Hell yeah! All right, so that means that we do have still, via disqualification, unfortunately, man. Win some, you lose some.
hey, are we doing another number, or what are we doing?
We're gonna do another number, and this will be the one for the whatchamacallit, for the thing. Yeah, for the samples. So here we go.
It's kaidies@gmail.com. I made an actual email address. I'm actually trying to just make it all one thing, so it's easier for me and it's easier for you.
Yeah. I know how that goes, actually. And sorry to anybody still waiting.
I tie-dye anything for the right amount of money. I'm doing an American flag right now that's a $1,000 commission. I told the dude I didn't want to tie 50 stars, and I thought $500 was outrageous, and he was like, "How about 1,000?" And I was like, "Well, that sounds better." So I did it. So we're gonna see that tomorrow. So check out the group. I'm about to go rinse it out right now.
That's right, $1,000 man. Over here. $1,000 smoke. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do this. Click. Clack. 96. What's up? No, I got nothing. All right, here we go. 93. Oh, I see that shit. Wait.
You already on it,
dude? Yo, Shaggy Low has 2 numbers, man. How many
Carrie,
times?
are you catching this? Carrie,
I'm catching
93.
this shit. I just put a second number in, man. Shaggy,
Snip it out.
Why did you do this? We just disqualified a man for putting in 2 numbers, man. So we're just going to pick another number. Shaggy, I love you, dog, but I don't know why you did that, man, especially after I just gave the 2-number speech. Okay.
Okay,
93
wait.
again.
93 came up. Okay,
Yeah,
Carrie, you
all right.
sniffing this one up too?
30.
She confirms everything. She's good about that. Thank you for all the help.
All right, I'm not seeing a 30. $56. No.
Hey, Shaggy, it's okay. Tune in next week, though, bro.
Yeah.
It's okay. It happens. We all smoke weed, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I don't feel like you guys are doing it on purpose. I feel bad, but like
It happens. It
I
happens.
really did say on that last special that like we've made a lot of exceptions on the numbers thing, and it's just not fair to the people who are playing it right. You know what I mean? So I
Gotta
hope
keep
you guys
it honest.
please don't take it personally, but like if we find two numbers, man, we just can't keep doing that game. So 2021 is a new future without that. Okay, did we find a 20?
You got it?
I don't think so. I don't see it in the chat. Nope. All right, here we go. 67. All right, I see two 67s, but it only looks like one of them is in the chat.
I've got like the chat on my phone. I know how to work a phone.
All right, all right. It looks like Maverick Matthews, assuming he didn't pick any other numbers.
Come on. We're pulling for you, buddy.
Yeah, all right. I think that's the dude, yo. I don't see it. I think that's him. Okay, check
You
this
say
out.
after two more, you're sending it to me, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
Maverick, dude, what I'd like you to do is send me your mailing address at prizecentralstation@gmail.com. And yeah, and then guys, I told y'all it was gonna be a minute, so I don't think anybody's like, hey, where's my shit? But yeah, the prizes from the Christmas special, I haven't gotten those out. My studio just got to the point where I can actually like get back to work, like. And then, yo, I would just hit Torch Pass. Holy shit! Let me.
Over here folding up this
Man,
shirt.
I spent fucking days on this. Good lord.
I'm over here getting ready to ship my shit, Mike. I don't know about you, bro.
Nice. Yeah. Well, there's no shame in that game, man. I'm not a fast shipper when it comes to orders. I'm very fast, but
I did give away a couple customs. I'm working on getting those couple shirts out. I'm actually doing a batch of torches here in the next week or two.
Okay.
It's been really, so I'll be getting those out. If you guys are tuning in, thanks for tuning in again. I know a lot of y'all already know the way it is.
Yeah, but this demo, man, this filming two artists on the stage at the same time and then combining it into this cohesive demo, good lord, that took ages. I'm very proud of it.
Oh, man.
And, you know, Robert Mickelson is one of my teachers, and like I was mentioning earlier, Shayla is one of my friends and like a kind of glass hero.
Dude, she's the homie. She's the homie. She's so cool.
Yeah,
she's so
she
nice.
Really is. So yeah, it's like I wanted to do this right. Oh, hold up, I'll put you up.
Oh yeah, put it up.
Yeah.
Up.
My man's repping the Shayla right now, smoking.
Hell yeah, repping that gift game, man. That's good gift game. Good people. I love her to death.
Yeah, she really is cool as hell. So
She's
I
the
took my
homie.
time with this. So yeah, those of you guys who are at Torch Pass, man, that's up for you. I put it up like pretty late in the night, so if you didn't notice, that is up and very worth watching. I hope to have Shayla come over and kind of commentate this on a 2-mic setup because she's local to me now. And then hopefully we'll have Robert join us via Zoom or Hangout or whatever it'll be, so he can kind of be here as well. Watching him sculpt like the bust and the head for this, and Shayla doing her decorative thing, and then massive assembly steps. This is a treat from the Glass Vegas stage as well. And down the road, we're gonna hopefully have them with us. But in the meantime, that's what I've been working on. And then I knew that this was what it was gonna be, so I've been pacing myself, and I just knew I needed to get some things done before I shipped those prizes. So that's why I said on the episode it was gonna be like a while. So whatever, they're coming though. Don't get me wrong, man. They're all
fancy
be dope. Hell yeah! All right. So with all that said, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Man, thank you for making this a party. Thank you for making this possible, this magical thing that I get to do. Man, 2021 is already looking up in a lot of ways. Just, being surrounded by glass workers to film, like, y'all are gonna get to start seeing some special shit here soon. That, while we're still sitting on a mountain of footage to share from these incredible events. So, man, I mean, here's to the new year, man. I hope it's looking forward for all of you guys. And I really thank you for being here and making this thing a party still, still doing the damn thing together here in 2021. You guys make my heart sing. And to get to do this every week or, close to it, and to, yeah, man, I really appreciate being able to break bread with y'all and do something special for the community. So, with that said, I'm going to hand y'all off to my dog, Kai, who, again, man, dude, I really appreciate you helping for years, helping to keep these communities together, especially like those times when I would be out of town, filming and all that. Like, you'd be the one taking all this weight on your shoulders oftentimes. We have a team of people who are really incredible, but oftentimes, man, it would be you. You'd be the one who would actually be catching that when something was happening or whatever. You've been
spend a lot of time on the toilet.
What's that?
Spend a lot of time on the toilet, so I catch everything.
Well, hey, brother, shit turns into gold when you fucking spend it right. So, man, I
Seriously,
really do appreciate
set your notifications, moderators, if you're watching.
Yeah, right. Totally, man. But hey, dude, it's been a pleasure having you here, man. So I'm gonna let you send the homies off.
Yeah, well, appreciate y'all tuning in. It's just gonna get better. This year's gonna get really cool. Really see a lot of cool art stuff coming out. Definitely check into Torch Pass. Good value there. Been supporting Mike through Patreon as well. I get the Torch Pass. I get to see the videos when they come out. Yeah. Set your notifications because they pop up in your email. Thanks. Check out my tie-dye. I'm sorry, I'm stoned and I've been drinking these heady Coors banquets here. Tap the Rockies and shit. Yeah, but check out kaidyes.com. That's a direct link to my Instagram. I'm also Shammer Glass on Instagram as well if you want to check out my little hinky dinky pendants and stuff. But yeah, thanks for joining us. I hope y'all have a good week, and we'll see you next time.
Good night, dogs.